I actually had a friend once who went to jail for a short amount of time. He told me, I felt like an animal in the zoo. I was locked up, bored, and in a small, tight space with nothing to do. I've always gone to the zoo when I was younger, but hearing this really made me question if zoos are ethical. According to an article published by PETA.org, zoos teach people that it is acceptable to interfere with animals and keep them locked up in a small space where they are bored, lonely, and deprived of their natural habitat. Today, I'm here to persuade you that entertainment zoos and zoos who are not actively participating in conservation and preservation of animals should be banned. First, I'll go over the problems, then the causes, and finally the solutions. To explain the problem, first I'll go over the need and then the significance. There is a need for change because animals in captivity are suffering from mental and physical stress. According to an article published by Vice.com in 2015, 54% of animals suffer from psychological problems. Lions spend 48% of their time pacing, which is an example of stereotypy, a repetitive behavior caused by lack of entertainment and caused from boredom from confinement. Other examples of this include excessive licking and self-mutilation. Depression is also common in animals who are harassed by their visitors, their food variety is lacking, or if their need to mate is unmet or delayed. This is significant because there are inappropriate practices in zoos that should be stopped. One example is overbreeding, which can cause aggression, stress, and unnatural levels of fighting. Captive facilities should really only breed animals if they can provide a high quality of life, which isn't always the case for zoos. Other examples of this include inadequate enclosures, poor diet, and unfortunately much more. All of these cause high level of aggression and stress among animals and are much more common in zoos than we actually think. Now that we know why this is a problem, let's talk about some of the causes. To explain the causes, I'll first go over the attitudes and then the structures. There is a belief that all zoos help to protect animals and enhance education, but entertainment zoos are just doing the bare minimum. Zoos claim to help animals from extinction, but zoo officials often tend to favor exotic or popular animals that draw in crowds and publicity instead of focusing on threatened and endangered local wildlife. According to an article published by freedomforanimals.org, in reality, only 1% of zoos are actively participating in serious conservation efforts. There are not enough laws and regulations in place to ensure safe and beneficial practices for animals. According to an article published by wildwelfare.org, precious funds that should be used to provide more humane conditions for animals are often being squandered on just cosmetic improvements. For example, refreshment stands, landscaping, and gift shops in order to draw in visitors. The goal of an entertainment zoo is entertainment, and at the end of the day, laws aren't in charge of how zoos distribute their money. So now that we know why the problems and the causes, let's talk about some of the solutions. To explain the solutions, first I'll go over individual and societal needs. Individually, there are a few things we can do. The Animal Welfare Act requires that animal displays be licensed with the U.S. Department of Agriculture. You can report poor conditions to the USDA, which must inspect zoos once a year. Visit animal sanctuaries instead of zoos, marine parks, or circuses. Boycott any zoos that are not actively participating in conservation efforts. On a societal level, we can support organizations who are trying to make a change. Getting involved in an organization teaches you a tremendous amount about that subject about that subject, expose you to different people and organizations with the same goals as you, and help you make a change firsthand. So go to the meetings, participate, learn about their mission, and learn about their goals. According to an article published by USDA, one example of this is the American Association of Zookeepers, which is dedicated to professional animal care and conservation. Their website lists animal welfare details, volunteer opportunities, and contact information, which is a great place to start to solve this issue in our world today. So today I persuaded you why entertainment zoos need to be banned. First, I talked about the problems, second, the causes, and third, the solutions. My friend didn't like being locked up, so why would animals? This made me realize that animals really shouldn't be kept in a zoo just for entertainment. After class, I would like you to watch this video posted by Tech Talks in 2015, in which Ron Kagan talks about animal welfare and the future of zoos. It's a great video and has some great points, and it's a great introduction to this topic. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.